So in this brief example, we've taken a look at a variety of topics that are germane to creating a data governance process or beginning to place your information under data governance. One of the things that we haven't spent a lot of time talking about is collaboration. And I want to refer back to that before I wrap up. So what we saw is that we were able to import those data models, but then we're going to need to have a variety of roles, a variety of user types that are assisting us in adding additional information, such as creating the correct lifecycle stage documentation for our various tables. So let's take a quick look at the repository, and specifically we'll look at the repository security center so that we can understand how we can easily collaborate with multiple users. Now, at the outset of this demonstration, we talked a little bit about projects, and we talked about how important projects are. Again, the projects in the repository are going to translate directly into the web portal, and they're going to give us the ability there to constrain our queries and our searches. But in addition, they allow us to constrain permissions. So here, for instance, I can decide which groups or which users should be able to see our information. And e-commerce, for instance, may have proprietary IP. We can see that we've locked out a group as well as a user who not only can't see and update those models, but who are not going to be able to see those through the web portal as well. Specifically, I can also give users very model-specific permissions. I'm running a little low on time here, so I'm not going to be able to go through the full example, but I wanted to show you that I can do things like give a user the ability to bind an enterprise data dictionary, which is going to give them the ability to utilize that dictionary without, there's the bind permission, without giving them the ability to, for instance, update the data dictionary. So again, we can give users very specific permissions. We might give a data architect, for instance, the ability to manage the logical model without giving him the ability to update and manage that physical model. Lastly, once I've done this, for instance, once I've set a no access privilege on that e-commerce directory, that is in fact going to translate right directly into the web portal. And the last thing that I want to discuss very briefly, if I go back to my web portal, and I've probably timed out, no, I'm still there, is that in many cases, you're going to have models that you do want to see in the web portal, and you're going to have models that you do not want to see in the web portal. For instance, models that are in process may be models that you do not yet want revealed through the web portal, and so you may remove those from the synchronization process. So by default, we do synchronize our ER Studio repository to our portal. But again, the feature that I want to bring up here is that you have complete control, or when I say you, I mean the administrator of the portal has complete control over which models are synchronized, which models are shown in the portal, and how often that's done.